All right, how's it going, everybody? I'm Jason of JasonsRealm. I know normally we have the lead up. Didn't have that tonight because we were running a little bit late, a little bit behind. That is totally my fault. I was working on another video I have going behind the scenes. So, you know, I've been in the middle of a few things before this. Let me go ahead and actually unpin that message. Just trying to get a couple of other things organized as we are here in Florida, ready for the next game. Let me go ahead and pin this message up top now. And let's go. Let me go ahead and pull up one more thing as well. Okay, but yeah, we are ready to go. Looking forward to an exciting and electric game 3 here in Florida. We had two games, three overtimes. Sorry, not 2 overtimes. 2 games, 3 overtime. Will we have another overtime tonight? Oh boy, I don't know. But this has been a very, very fun series to watch so far. Perhaps the best I have seen. So I am really looking forward to what we have in store here tonight. We just go ahead and get a couple of other things organized and going. Got my blue Hawaii like last time. All right. Let me go ahead and pull up. Nope, that's not what I want. I want YouTube. There we go. So yeah, we are ready to go. We've got MLB scores going on up top. The Pirates and Marlins are tied up. Let's go. Let's go. Pittsburgh on a little winning streak here. Oh my gosh, tomorrow can't come soon enough. I got more RAM coming for this computer tomorrow. We'll actually be able to do everything we want to do. Right now, it's a RAM issue that I'm having, so, you know. Go ahead and do that over there. Bada bing, bada boom. The cow goes moo. And smash that button. There we go. Yeah, so we are ready to rock and rodeo here. We just... Oh, that is too long. Too many Chrome tabs. 8 tabs is too much for this computer to run right now. But we are ready to rock and rodeo. The Panthers' first game at home in the finals. Can they get the job done? I hope not. Let's go Oilers, baby. If Chrome doesn't crash, let's go Oilers. So we are ready here. Game 3. They're doing all their pregame stuff. Oilers at Panthers. Don't crash. Okay, good. Good, we didn't entirely crash. You got DJ Khaled here, pulling for the Panthers. Kind of funny. I find that kind of funny. Why? Chrome just crashed. We just lost the chat. Chrome legitimately just crashed. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a fun way to start the stream. Yeah, we're having to reboot Chrome. Tomorrow, like I said, can't come soon enough. I have more RAM on the way, but I need it now. Oh boy. But yeah, they're doing all their pregame hype stuff here. Let's go Oilers! Go ahead and hit restore. Okay, there we go. That's going to pop everything right back out where it needs to. Hopefully it pops the chat right back up over there. Looks like it is. Beautiful. Chrome is back. Chrome is alive. And here we go. Ready to rock and rodeo. Set this up for analytics. You got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Let's see. Who was the first one they had? That was Corey Perry. Matthias Ekholm starting for the Oilers. Let's go, baby. Connor McDavid starting off for the Oilers as well. And Bouchard. And in goal, Stuart Skinner. Let's go. We also lost our backing music, so we got to get that back. There we go. You got DJ Khaled running this place. Can't say I expected that, but it's interesting. It is indeed interesting. Interessante. Oh, boy. But yeah, the Oilers ready to rock and road. Oh, man, I am going to have to take off. I'm going to have to take off this shirt here. I am ready. Woo! It is toasty tonight. So we're wearing yellow tonight. Trying to wear that for the blue, but oh my word, the Pirates just got 3 more runs in. Let's go. Let's go. And you know what? Let's go ahead and talk to Dougbot here before the game gets going. See what Dougbot thinks for the Panthers Oilers tonight. Or let's talk about Pirates Marlins. Let's see what it says about Pirates Marlins. Hey Dougbot, how you doing tonight, man? I hear the Pittsburgh Pirates are playing the Miami Marlins in Pittsburgh tonight. Care to go ahead and give an update tonight, June 9th, 2025? I didn't update the date in Dougbot's code. So we'll see. I don't know what Dougbot's going to do. Sergei Bobrovsky. Well, let's see what Dougbot says. He might kind of crash. Dougbot might crash like Chrome did earlier. But yeah, DJ Khaled running this place down there. Not quite what I expected. Another one. They won another one. Oh boy. Is Dougbot answering? Did Dougbot die? I don't know. Oh, World War II vet in the place. Okay.
Ah, the romance of baseball in June. However, before the magic of the game can sweep you away, a critical reminder. Tonight's date is June 4th, 2025, not the 9th. Let me pull up the latest stats for the Pittsburgh Pirates clashing with the Miami Marlins on this fine night. Diving into live updates at the bottom of the 6th inning, the Pirates are leading the Marlins 3-2. Brian Reynolds swings for a double, bringing Ji-Hwan Bae home in exhilarating fashion. The Pirates are looking feisty indeed. Keep an eye on the Marlins, though. They could rise like a tide any minute. This battle on the diamond is only getting more intense as the innings roll by.
Okay. We need to stop Dougbot. Because Dougbot is convinced that today is the 4th. Not the 9th. It is, in fact, the 9th. I checked. Let's go ahead and update that to be June 9th. Oh, boy. The programming struggles are fun. Okay, good. So now Dougbot saved. So now Dougbot should be updated with today's date. Oh, and, no. What are you doing, computer? There we go. Yeah, we are ready to go. Game 3 should be a fun and feisty one. Edmonton has had the tendency to be a late comeback team. So we'll have to see how they can do tonight if they can avoid putting themselves in a hole like they have these last couple of games. If they can avoid that, this team can do just about anything. But yeah, we'll have to see. And I think Dougbot is now... no, wait, what are you doing? Okay. There we go. Now it's saying hello from Pie Gang. Okay, so good. We are running Dougbot. We're going to test him one more time again. See what he thinks about this matchup. Hey, Dougbot, care to give me a little bit of a preview for tonight's Game 3 between the Edmonton Oilers and Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Finals? Let's see what it says. We'll see what Dougbot says. Just to make sure he's talking about the right date. If YouTube doesn't die. Ugh, we're getting toasty up in here. And here we go. We're getting close to face-off here for the first period. Let's roll. Oh, wow. He is hitting that free. Let's go. Let us frickin' go, boys. Game 3. Let's frickin' go. Is Dougbot, like, functional? Dougbot. Dougbot, what are you doing, Dougbot? Dougbot just died. Dougbot, I think, just died. Oh, boy, Dougbot, what are you doing? We're trying to fix Dougbot live. In line 69, nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this again. And hopefully this will work. Because Dougbot did have an answer. He said, tonight, between the Edmonton Oilers and Florida Panthers in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals, it is set to be a must-watch. The series is tied 1-1, making this a pivotal game. The Panthers are coming off a momentum-building win in Game 2 and are looking to continue their strong defensive play. The Oilers, meanwhile, are relying on their high-octane offense, spearheaded by Connor McDavid, to reclaim the series lead. The True North ripped Dougbot. Now, the problem was, I found the problem. Dougbot answered in a freaking emoji. He answered using a freaking emoji. That's what frustrates me, is I tell Dougbot to not use emojis. And he uses emojis. But yeah, second paragraph here. The Panthers' defense and goaltender Sergei Bobrovsky were phenomenal in Game 2, stifling the Oilers' attack. Edmonton will need to find a way to break through the Florida's defense to tip the series in their favor. Will McDavid's magic light the lamp tonight, or will the Panthers strengthen their claws around the cup? Stay tuned, as this series is bound to keep us on the edge of our seats. Hockey stick emoji. Meanwhile, a chance is not going to get home for the Oilers. And puck goes out of the net. Okay, now let's try this again. Let's try this one more time. Hey, Dougbot, care to give me a brief breakdown and preview of the Edmonton Oilers versus Florida Panthers Game 3 Stanley Cup Finals game? Please never use emojis. There we go. That should work. So yeah, we are ready to go here. Edmonton on the road, offensive end faceoff, and Florida's going to win the faceoff with Lindell, moving the puck up around to the outside. There comes Marchand back to the near side, moving it up into the zone.
All right, let's dive into the icy action of the Stanley Cup Finals, where the Edmonton Oilers are up against the Florida Panthers in Game 3. As of June 9th, 2025, the game's underway, and Connor McDavid put the Oilers on the board with an early goal, showing why the Oilers fans chant "Oilers Ignite" with such zeal. The Panthers' Sergei Bobrovsky is busy between the posts, trying to anchor Florida's defense and keep them in contention. As the series shifts to Florida, the Panthers will be looking to capitalize on their home ice advantage. The Oilers, with their high-octane offense, are relentless, led by McDavid and supported by Leon Draisaitl. The Panthers need to tighten up their defense and seize the momentum with aggressive play. Either way, expect this battle to be a thrilling clash of speed and skill. Will the Oilers maintain their edge, or will the Panthers' roar be heard? Let's keep an eye on this electrifying showdown.
Wow, there was the goal. It was... I mean, not much. I mean, it was a tough one. Marchand on the goal. Wow. That was tough. Marchand with the goal. And Skinner was just laid out. He was just sprawled out trying to stop that puck desperately. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He had to sprawl out in front to try and avoid the puck getting by. And Marchand just puts it right where it needs to go. Wow. Wow. That's tough. So Edmonton finds themselves down 1-0 early here. Center ice face-off after the goal, and the Oilers are going to win it. Can they make a comeback here? Again, they're putting themselves down early. You can't keep doing this if you're Edmonton. And it looks like we got an offside. Shut up with your let's go Panthers. I know it's in Florida, but let's go frickin' Oilers. Wow, that was, again, though, great shot by Marchand, finding the hole, putting that puck where it needed to go. I don't like it, but you got to respect the shot. That was a great shot and a great goal. Oh, boy. So here we go. Center ice face-off once again. Fighting for the puck, and here comes Florida with the puck, and it tries to send it up vertically. Oh, come on, Edmonton, get it out of there. They'll send it up into the neutral zone. They will. Going to dump it in towards the offensive end, asking for icing. Not going to get it. It's waved off, and a collision behind the net leads to the Oilers fighting for the puck. But here comes Florida the other way through the neutral zone. Bennett over to the outside, moving himself vertically back to... No, not able to get it back to Bennett, and the Oilers will take it away. Back up now into... trying to get to the neutral zone, but no. Florida keeps it in the offensive end. Now it goes to the neutral zone. And here it comes, a chance. 3-on-3. 3-on-5 now. Nowhere to go. Tries to dump it in behind the net. Big collision on the near corner. Back in behind the net come the Panthers. Moving up to the through the defensive zone to the neutral zone. Trying to dump it in. They will. True North says safety tip. Oil Roughnecks and fans should never chant Oilers Ignite. Yeah, that is true. Oilers Ignite leads to a big old fire. I don't think we want a big old fire there. Also, we do have a new fantasy football league. Fun little tip, fun little fact. I'm going to be making a video on this league, announcing this league here probably in the next day or two. But you guys are able to go up against AI. I'm going to be running a team through ChatGPT in the fantasy league in the pinned comment in the chat. So if you're interested in going up against AI and see how you fare, go ahead and join up that league. We're looking to fill 20 slots if we can. But here come the Panthers trying to dump it into the offensive end. Back in behind Skinner. And collision on the far side leads to the puck being dumped right back in. Florida now in possession of the puck, trying to find somewhere to go. Gets tied up behind Skinner. Puck is loose. To the near side, here comes Mikkola. Mikkola to the outside again, trying to rush it in. Back in behind the net. Seeing where they can go. Puck's taken out to the far side. Still in Florida's possession. Shot towards the net, goes wide. Back behind the net, another chance. Goes around behind to the near side. And Edmonton is going to get that puck out right into the hands of Florida. Oh, boy. So here we go. Puck is now going to be stopped by Skinner. Here comes Leon Draisaitl. Trying to move that puck up into the offensive end. Here comes, I believe that's McDavid now. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Goes back in behind the net. Finding somewhere to go. Florida will take the puck right back over. And let's see. Fighting for the puck on the far side corner. And Florida's going to take it the other way. Here comes your rush. Oh, no. It's 3-on-2. Oh, no. Pass shot. And oh, my gosh. That was a great save by the defensive. Great save by the defenseman. Edmonton going to fly that puck up. And going to be stopped by Bobrovsky, sent out. But Edmonton will try to dump it right back in behind the net. The Oilers now with a chance on the near side corner. It's Bouchard. Bouchard wing to wing. Trying to find somewhere to go back to Bouchard. Oh, trying to find a little shooting lane shot. And it's going to be gloved by Bobrovsky. Corey Perry getting into it a little bit over there because he got a little bit hit up after the play. You need a crazy cornerback because the Packers cut Jair Alexander today. For sale as is with no warranty. Oh, yeah, I saw that news. I saw that news today. It's kind of crazy. Oh, man. So here we go. Florida wins the draw. Mikkola out to the outside. Here comes Brad Marchand. Running it the other way, and we got a stoppage. Draisaitl was tripped up, so we're going on the power play. Let's go. Let's freaking fracking go, boys. We got ourselves an Edmonton power play. Man, that was a touchy one. I don't think that was a trip. I don't know if that was a trip. It was a little bit, but I don't know if that was a really full trip. But here comes a chance with an Edmonton power play. Let's go. Edmonton is 2 for 10. And Florida going to send it out. But we got a stoppage. Oh, great. Puck went off of Evan Bouchard. Puck's going to be out of the zone. I was trying to figure out what's going on. They say it was off Bouchard. So it's going to be in the neutral zone. That could be a big difference there. Oh, they're putting it up. Let's go. Let's fracking go, boys. Also, fun little fact. This year, I am trying to get myself the chance to go to that Sunday night game between the Steelers and Packers. That's going to be a fun one. Might go live from the game. Definitely making a game day vlog, assuming I can get there. But I am looking into the logistics of getting tickets to that game. Though it's an expensive game. Cheapest tickets are like over $200 for that game. And that's like clear up in the nosebleeds. But that's going to be a fun game to go to. So I really want to make sure I can try and go. And the puck gets sent out of the zone. Fun fact, Rodgers can also be the 5th quarterback in NFL history to beat all 32 teams if the Steelers win that night, assuming Rodgers is the quarterback. So here we go. The Oilers with the puck in the offensive end. A minute 17 left in the power play. Trying to find somewhere to go. Draisaitl. Back over to Bouchard. Bouchard trying to find somewhere to go. Moves vertically in towards the goalie. Back behind to Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to the far corner. That's McDavid. McDavid takes a shot. Not able to get home. Trying to keep it in, though. Bouchard does. Shot. Not going to get home. Shot again. Not going to get home. Puck loose on the near side. McDavid finds Bouchard. Bouchard trying to find somewhere to go with it. 50 seconds or 55 remaining on the power play. Here comes a rush back in behind the net. Chance for McDavid. Shot. Not going to get home. Shot. Oh, that was a good chance, but not able to get home. It was 93 on the shot. Here comes Bouchard now, back over to 93. Back, I believe Nugent Hopkins. Back to Nuge. And here we go, back to Bouchard. Bouchard trying to find somewhere to go. Shot! Not going to get home. It's wide. And we got a stoppage for a delayed penalty. Penalty on Nugent Hopkins. Oh, man. Let's see. Who was the penalty on? No, it's not a penalty. They just had to stop it. Okay. Saw a Leafs fan today who said he hoped the Leafs would be the first Canadian team to win the Cup. We'll be dead before that happens. I mean, I don't know that you're wrong either, because the Toronto sports market is just not friendly at all. A lot of stars don't want to go there because you're under the tightest microscope in the league. Deep shot, not going to get home again. Edmonton with a lot of shots, just not able to get him in. Passing wing to wing, back to the far side corner, back to the near side. Trying to find somewhere to go, going wing to wing again. Oh, great. A penalty for cross-checking on Edmonton. Wonderful. Yep, that's a cross-checking on Evander Kane. You can't do that. I mean, it's fair. It's fair. It sucks, but it's fair. Ugh. So we got 4-on-4 for 9 seconds. Then we're going to transition to a Florida power play. Man. That is brutal. Absolutely brutal. So here we go. 4-on-4 hockey for 9 seconds. Then transitioning into a power play for Florida. Edmonton wins the draw on the defensive end. Takes it back and around. Passing around to the outside. Gets it out. And Florida will take over in the neutral zone. So let's go. Getting ready to go on to power play shot. It's going to be gloved by Skinner. There we go. There we fracking go, boys. Let me go ahead and do one more thing real quick. Just because I want to. I'm blue. And let me go ahead and do this. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so here we go. Panthers going to win the draw. And let's see. Back in behind the net is Schmidt, trying to find somewhere to go. In the defensive end, moving up, passing around wing to wing. There goes Bennett, back again to the outside. Trying to find somewhere to go with it, gonna send it in. A chance, Schmidt, gonna hand his nose, gonna get sent out into the neutral zone. A minute 24 to go, and gonna dump it in is Florida. And we got delayed offside. All right. Let's go ahead and see here. A minute 20 left on the power play. And let's see. Center ice face off here. So here we go. Florida with a chance. Oh no, here comes the odd man rush, but unable to get anywhere with it. And I'm going to go back across ice. Here comes Seth Jones, going to keep it in. Back to the outside. Passing around back in behind the net here. Florida trying to find somewhere to go. Back to the near side, back to the back of the zone, and it's going to be lost. A minute to go on the power play. And here we go. It's Florida has to try to take this puck the other way. Seth Jones going back and forth with another player. Kachuk with a chance shot. Not going to get home. Okay. I thought that went in for the goal for a second. But the Panthers trying to get another chance for another shot off. Not able to get it home. Stuart Skinner holding up strong again. Passing wing to wing. A chance around to the near side. Seth Jones trying to find somewhere to go himself. Trying to find a shot. Can't find it. Back to the back of the zone. There it goes. Back to Jones. Back to number 5. Ekblad. Back to Jones. Back to the back of the zone again. Back to the outside shot. Not going to get home. Nice freeze by Skinner. Let's go. Let's fracking go, boys. Reinhardt was involved in that play. Barkov was involved down there. And still able to hold strong. Ugh. Wow. So here we go. 23 seconds to go on the Florida power play. Edmonton doing a great job at holding up. Can they maintain it? Hopefully they can. As he injured, do you secretly hope that Rogers can somehow get Tomlin fired? You know, I don't know. I don't know. Skinner gonna freeze the puck off the draw again. But you know, I don't know, because I want Rogers to succeed, because I really do want to get Cam that ring. Because Cam Hayward ain't gonna be around forever. I want Hayward to get that ring. I want him to get it with the Steelers. So I want Rogers to play very well so that they have a chance at it. I mean, the problem, chance shot, nope, Oilers going to dump it out. Okay, good. But the problem last year with Rogers was that he was force-feeding it to Devontae Adams. But and the defense. But statistically, Rogers was not the problem if you look at a stats point of view. Yes, he was forcing to Devontae. Now he's not going to have that. He's going to have DK and a couple of other lower quality receivers. So that's where he has to spread the ball around a bit more. But if he can spread the ball around and put up numbers like he was putting last year with the Jets at the end of the season, and the defense holds strong, the Steelers can be dangerous. It's just going to matter of oh, we got Florida icing as the power play expires. But yeah, it's going to really come down to, can Rodgers put up the numbers and spread the ball around? If he can, then it's obvious. I mean, the Steelers are going to be a team to contend with. They're going to be a top contender. If they can't, and if Rodgers forces the ball, or he can't put up the statistical numbers, or the defense folds, they're going to be down bottom of the league. And Tomlin still won't get fired, because they'll still get somehow, some way to 9-8 Super Bowl. So here we go. Oilers with the offensive zone face-off, but Forsling will take it for Florida. Going the other way. And Edmonton going to take it in the back of the neutral zone, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Up through the middle, takes it into the offensive end. But Florida going to take it back behind the net. Contesting it is Edmonton. Evander Kane in the middle of fighting for it. And Evander Kane is going back to the box. Don't tell me Kane's going back to the box. Oh my gosh. Yep, Evander Kane's going back to the box for high sticking. Evander Kane being a huge liability tonight for the Oilers. That's 2 penalties in 1 period for Evander Kane. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely freaking fracking ridiculous. You can't be doing that. I don't know. Oh boy. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. I'm not very convinced that the Oilers are playing like they're going to win tonight. Mostly because Evander Kane is treating it like Fight Club. And just, you know, cross-checking unnecessarily. High-sticking Marchand. I mean, you can't be doing this, Kane. And this is what I was talking about last stream. If the Oilers could stop getting in their own way, they win this series. The problem with Edmonton is they can't help but get in their own way. I've seen it now for 3 games in the finals. Well, 3 games in the playoffs, and this is turning into a 4th game. I saw it game 1 against Dallas. Edmonton had a solid shot, a solid lead. Then they start penalizing themselves into oblivion and can't stop the power or can't kill the penalties. Game 1, Edmonton has a solid chance. They have a 1-0 lead. Then they drop 2 goals and have to come back late. Game 3, they find themselves down almost all game and have to struggle to get the goal last second to send it to overtime. And they still can't win it. Game 4, Evander Kane is solely taking the game into his own hands and giving it to Florida by giving them power plays. This is the 2nd penalty this period. Evander Kane needs to get out of his own head. He needs to just play hockey. Play hockey. Be smart. But yeah. Yeah, that's ridiculous. But anyway, here they come with a chance. Oh boy. Offensive zone face-off for Florida on the power play. And Edmonton wins it, but Ekblad fights to get that puck back. Puck's gonna go out to the outside. Bouchard trying to send it out. He ends up colliding. And here comes Edmonton with a chance. Gonna send it out and dump it away just like you need to on the penalty kill. So back in behind, Bobrovsky gonna save it up for Seth Jones. Gonna take it up by himself, moving through. Passes behind. And that is going to London. No, it's going to Barkov. Back in behind the net, back behind Skinner. There's Reinhart back to the near side, trying to find somewhere to go. Ekblad trying to find someone, finds Jones. Jones trying to find someone, finds up there behind the net. Can't tell who that is. Back to the near side, loses the puck temporarily, and Edmonton's going to get that puck out of there. So here comes the Panthers again, moving in towards the offensive end. But it looks like the Oilers are doing a great job fighting it. But Reinhart finds Tkachuk. Back to the back of the zone, going to dump it in back behind. Here comes Barkov, trying to find somewhere to go with 2 Oilers around him. Passes it up, and it stays in. Ekblad, or not, Jones, and trying to find somewhere to go with it. The Oilers are going to end up trying to dump it out, but saved in. Here comes Seth Jones with Ekblad, with a chance. The 2 flipped. I kind of got them confused for a second. But now to Tkachuk. Tkachuk takes a shot. Not able to get home. Back in behind Skinner again. Ekblad finds somewhere to go. Passes to the back of the zone. That's Reinhart. Back up to Jones. Or Ekblad. Ekblad trying to find where he can go with this. And the puck's going to get dumped out. 30 seconds remain on the power play for Florida. So here we go. 15 seconds remain on the power play for Florida. Moving into the offensive end, and Edmonton's going to take it the other way. Here comes a chance. 2-on-3. Finding somewhere to go, and he can't. It's taken away by Schmidt. Going back the other way. Bennett with a chance. Bennett trying to find somewhere to go. Back to the outside. Power play is over. But here comes a chance. Shot not going to get home. Back to the near side. Puck goes into the neutral zone. Schmidt able to save it in the back of the zone for Florida. Trying to take it up to the offensive end, but Edmonton denies that. And here comes a chance. Too many men on Edmonton. doing? What are we doing? All we know how to do is sit in the sin bin. Three penalties this game so far against Edmonton. All we know how to do is sit in the sin bin like we know how to play hockey. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh boy. I don't even know what Edmonton's doing anymore. Was the game plan to see how you can win a game by sitting in the sin bin? Because if so, they're doing a great job executing. Yeah, no, just brutal. All we know how to do is just sit in the penalty box. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Hopefully Edmonton can, kill the penalty again, but we're going back to period 3 against the Stars. Edmonton has too many penalties. They can't kill off said penalties. They give up 3-4 goals. So we're right back to this again. Edmonton needs to get their head out of their butts and focus. Right now, they're not doing a good job of it. Wow. Too many men on the ice. 7 players. Yeah, this is ridiculous. 3 penalties already. Oh my gosh, Edmonton. Focus. Focus. So here comes the penalty. Only 10 minutes into the game, and we have 3 penalties. So Bobrovsky going to send it back to Jones. Jones trying to find somewhere to go, and is going to start moving it himself. Up and going to pass it back. Here goes Reinhardt back up to the outside to Ekblad. Back behind the net. Fighting for the puck. It's a contested puck. As Edmonton's just trying to get it out of the zone. And it's still contested. Still fighting for that puck. And it's going to get sent all the way back to Bobrovsky, who's going to send it right back out to Jones at the blue line. Trying to move this puck up now. Can they get it into the offensive end? They do. Florida, that is Seth Jones. Back in behind the Tkachuk. Back behind the net. Back to the near side again. We got a penalty. No? No penalty. Wrong guy. Oh no, another penalty. I didn't know there was a penalty or not. But no, there is. Let's go. That's going to be on Ekblad. Tripping. Yep, that's a trip. You don't have to use the stick to trip, buddy. You don't have to use this boy to trip. You can trip him with your skate. There we go. Go ahead and take that and move that over to that. Because we have a 4-on-4 for a minute 7 transitioning into a Edmonton power play. An Edmonton power play coming up. Okay. Go ahead and check up on the cord. Do we have anyone? No, we do not have anyone. All right, let's go ahead and flip back on over here as we're getting ready to go on to the power play. And Edmonton going to win the draw. Got to keep it in the zone. They do. And back in behind the net, fighting for the puck on the near side. Trying to find somewhere to go. Florida has possession, but Edmonton fighting for it back. And Florida fans want a trip. They're not going to get it. So here we go. Here comes Florida with a chance. And trying to pass it around. Here comes Bennett. Back behind the net. Chance. Not going to get home. And still having possession, though. Florida has it, keeping it in the offensive end, but giving it over to Florida. Here comes the chance as the Oilers are going to try to move it up ice. But Florida desperately contesting for that puck. And they're going to keep it in. Chance, but it's going to go wide of Skinner. Back behind the net is Lindell. Trying to find somewhere to go. Passes to the near side. Forsling shot. Not going to get home. Back to the near side. 16 seconds remain on the 4-on-4. Forsling sending it back. Dryad is going to go to Nico Mikula. Back to Forsling. Forsling, 10 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Trying to pass it up. Gets it over to Lundell. Lundell swarmed by Oilers, and the Oilers are going to move it back up the other way, as we are going to take it to the end of the 4-on-4 and into the Edmonton power play for 50 seconds. Passing around, here's Bouchard with a chance. Shot is going to be deflected off of Bobrovsky, but Bouchard unable to keep it in, and it goes all the way back the other way. Skinner going to play it over, get it to Bouchard. Bouchard now trying to move up through the zone. In through the neutral zone, passing it back to his buddy back there. That is McDavid. It speeds for himself. Passes over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl back over to Perry. Perry back to McDavid. Back to Perry. Back to no one. And Florida gets it out. Dang, nabbit. So there goes Skinner. 13 seconds remain on the power play and rolling. So here comes Draisaitl. McDavid with a chance. And it looks like the Panthers are going to be able to get that puck out of there. Here comes Ekblad and a chance of the one-on-one. Not able to get there. Oh, man. So, yeah, here we go with a chance. Edmonton trying to find somewhere to go. In the defensive end, Florida desperately contesting. Lundell is there. Fights back to the near side of Nico Mikula. Back again, back behind the net. Lundell go back out to the far side, trying to find somewhere to go with that puck. In the corner, surrounded by Oilers. Trying to fight it in there. Can't. Puck to the near side. And here we go. The Oilers just trying to get that puck settled, get it out of the zone. And they will. But Forsling with the puck. Here comes a chance for Florida. Moving up. Going to dump it into the zone. So Florida is going to get a chance. Here comes Bennett back behind the net. Passed out in front of Forsling. Not going to get home. So Edmonton going back the other way. But it is not a lot going on. Just going to dump it in once he gets past the red line, as you do. And here comes Kulikov up through the zone. Going to dump it in, back in behind Skinner. Going to get it out, but the Panthers will get possession. Fighting for it. Oh, that's a nasty hit behind the net. Shot, and it's not going to get home. Florida again with possession, trying to fight for it on the near side, but it looks like Edmonton will beat that race to the puck. Sending it out. And here comes a chance. Number 91, shot! That was Evander Kane on a beautiful chance to make up for his 2 penalties. That was about as good a chance as you'll get. That's about as good a chance as you can ask for. Man. Yeah, I don't know. See if I can actually put some thick. Oh boy. But yeah, right now, chilling here after a good chunk of the first period. Edmonton finds themselves down 1-0 to Florida. Hopefully Florida can make something happen out of this. I don't know if they can, though. Hopefully Edmonton's able to get their heads out of their butts and stop playing how long can we sit in the sin bin. So they were down 3 penalties to 1 at one point. They had taken 3 penalties to Florida's 1. Florida then had to even that up, making it 3-2 in the penalty game, but still too long. Too many penalties the first period. Too much time for Florida to be on that power play. I don't know. Although I did also want to, while we're at a break, make a little announcement here. I will be going live for about two streams a week, give or take, is my target, throughout the rest of the summer until we get into the football season. So 2 to 3 streams a week, mostly 2 streams, apart from a couple weeks. Hall of Fame game, I'm probably going to do 3 streams that week. A couple other weeks, maybe here and there. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of Pirates games, mostly on Mondays and Wednesdays. Or Sundays and Tuesdays, depending on the week. So, you know, baseball sounds interesting to you while we're in the off-season. Dropping a little subscribe, ringing the bell would be greatly appreciated. We are on the road to trying to get to 100. Hopefully we can do that before the start of the NFL season. That would be incredible. We've got a couple months, but still be pretty cool. But anyway, Edmonton now with the puck. Here comes Draisaitl trying to find somewhere to go. Back behind the net. And it looks like it's going to be Kachuk with the puck. Dumps it into the neutral zone. And got a stoppage. What the stoppage was for. Oh, Bennett going into the sin bin. Yep. High sticking, buddy. You can't do that. Yep, so here we go. Edmonton on the power play now. Don't do anything stupid and put that puck in the net. Just put the puck in the net. You know how to do it. So here we go. Puck is going to get dumped out for the first play of the power play. And here comes Bouchard moving it back in behind. And it's going to go to, I believe that's Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid. McDavid rushing in. But he gets held up by Ekblad. Back in behind the net here. Draisaitl with the puck. Trying to find somewhere to go. Going to pass it back to Bouchard. Bouchard to the outside. Find somewhere to go. Back up to McDavid. It's not to McDavid. That's someone else. And here we go. Back in again. Back to Bouchard. Back behind the zone. With a chance passing it up. Shot. Not going to get home. Chance again. Bobrovsky is too freaking good. Bobrovsky on the stop. Here comes Draisaitl trying to find somewhere to go. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard trying to find somewhere to go. Back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl hunting up. Back up to, that is Corey Perry. Corey Perry goes back behind McDavid. Going to be able to get that puck. Send it back to Bouchard. A minute left on the power play as Bouchard. Back to McDavid. McDavid back, trying to get his way into the zone himself. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard moving it up. Chance shot. Not going to get home. And McDavid is going to get that puck. Fighting for possession. And it goes back in behind the net. Here's your chance. Can they get it in? Corey Perry unable to get it in. But Draisaitl back to Bouchard. Bouchard back on over. That's not McDavid, but it's someone else. And passing it back. Shot! Not able to get a shot off. McDavid now with the puck. Back to the near side. Here comes Bouchard. Back up to Draisaitl. 23 seconds remain. Shot. Bouchard! Not able to get home. Back to Draisaitl on the near corner. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard hunting for somewhere to go. Back out to the outside. 16 seconds remain on the power play. And a chance is not going to be taken up by Draisaitl. Puck does stay in, though. Draisaitl going to dump it back on in. Here's a chance for McDavid. Back to the back of the zone. And it falls out. Bouchard now taking the puck all the way back, and the penalty kill will succeed for Florida. As of course it does. So the puck now back in behind the net. Florida is raving now. Just over 3 minutes left in the first period, and they're going to get an icing. Great, Florida gets an icing. That's not fun. That is not fun at all. Although, if you guys haven't already, over in the chat over there, we got a little poll going on and a fantasy football league. So if you guys do play fantasy football, click on that link, join up, and go ahead and vote. Tell me who you think's going to win Game 3. Right now, we got 3 votes in favor of Edmonton, but the way they're playing, it looks like Florida might have a decent shot tonight. So here we go. Kachuk with the puck in the offensive end, trying to find somewhere to go. A battle for the sticks and doing in front of the net. And Edmonton able to send that puck out. Here comes Seth Jones with a chance. Battling for the puck, though, against Evander Kane. Back to the near side with a chance passing to the back of the zone, and it flies out of there. And a penalty on Edmonton. Evander Kane is going back to the box again, ain't he? We got a whole fight going in front of the Oilers bench. I swear, if this is Evander Kane. If this is Evander Kane. Oh my gosh. Trying to see what these penalties are going to be. Goalie interference. It's going to be Arvidsson. Another penalty. Hey, caramba. You know, you're not going to win games playing shorthanded, Edmonton. That's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Hey, caramba. So here we go. Face-off's going to be won by Florida. Shot! Not able to get home. Puck back into the near corner. Trying to find somewhere to go. Florida has it. Passing back and around. Back to the outside. Back to the top of the zone. Back to the near side. And trying to find somewhere to go. Not getting the shot off. And it's going to be off of an Edmonton player. But Bennett going to get the puck again. Takes a shot. That's for Higgy. No, not going to go home. Chance again. Back to Bennett. Bennett trying to find somewhere to go. Can he go? He goes back to the zone. That is the Schmidt. Schmidt back up. Back to the near side. Shot for Higgy. And he scores. Wow, it's almost like if you spend all game in the sin bin with a man down, they're gonna score on you. Maybe let's think about that and play with our stupid brains. Ridiculous. Here we go. Number 2. Here comes Florida going the other way. Back in behind is Perry. Wing to wing. And here comes Corey Perry with a chance. Got a stoppage. Wow. Yeah, beautiful play by Florida. Great job, Florida. It's almost like you guys are Cup champions. Oh, wait. You are. And you're going to repeat if Edmonton keeps playing like this. So here we go. Florida back in behind and moving in towards the offensive, or towards the neutral zone. Man, Florida's power play at home this season, or this postseason, 2 for 32, or 7%. So Edmonton trying to go the other way. And back in behind, Bobrovsky with the puck. Going to dump it out to the near side. And Florida going to send it the other way. Edmonton now with the puck, trying to take it the other way through the neutral zone. And here comes the chance. Going to dump it in back behind Bobrovsky. A minute to go in the period, in the first. It was Verhaeghe on the power play goal with Rodriguez and Schmidt on the assists. For the record. But Edmonton now trying to see what they can do, trying to get that puck, but they're not going to. Rear with the puck now, back to the near side, back behind to Schmidt. Back behind, Schmidt goes to the near side, that's going to Marchand. Marchand gonna dump it up, and it stays in the zone. Never mind. Offside. Offside. I voted for the Curse to win in the polls. I don't know what it is, man. Edmonton is just... They're beating themselves up. They're just beating themselves up big time. Every time you turn around, they're just beating themselves up. And here comes Edmonton with a chance, but it goes back out. So Florida playing strong offense, trying to get the pressure up. 25 seconds remain in the period. And Edmonton finds themselves down 2-0. Passing back side to side to the near side corner. Mikula gets over to Jones. And Edmonton trying to get that puck in the zone while they have a chance. But here comes Verhaeghe going the other way. Tries to find somewhere. Oh, it's not Verhaeghe. But goes back in behind Skinner. And they're going to send it out. 2-1, end of the first. And a fight breaking out right in front between Lundell and, oh my word. Mikola's involved. Evander Kane's involved. Ekholm was involved. Oh my gosh. You would think there's going to be there might be penalties assessed on that. Mikola's still in it with Brown. Let's see. Wow. Bouchard hits Lundell. Lundell just pops Bouchard. And then everyone gets fighting. Oh, man. Ref's trying to figure out what's going on. It's definitely the end of the period. Trying to see what penalties need to be assessed. Let's see. Okay. There we go. But yeah. There we are at the end of the first. And let's see what happens. Go ahead and change this to end of one. Hey, caramba. Come on, you can do your magic. You can do it. Come on, computer. I cannot wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow my new RAM comes in. I'll have 32 gigs on this computer. And we won't have to worry about running out of RAM for slow computer performance. So let's go ahead and go end one. And there we go. So end of one. Edmonton is trying to win by spending all their time in the penalty box, which is not quite what I would have expected for a team to use as a strategy, but it is a wild strategy. Oh my gosh, the Pirates are up 6-2. They're on a winning streak. They are on a winning streak. So yeah, more to see. Taking a look at what we got rolling. What is this? I don't know. Axolotl. Huh. But yeah. Hopefully, though, Edmonton can get their act together in the second period. I don't know what penalties are going to get assessed. We'll have to see what penalties get assessed, because that was a brutal way to end the period. I mean, it was Bouchard cross-checking, I can't remember who it was, but cross-checking a Florida player, who then popped him right in the face. I mean, it was like a boom, clean, right in the middle of the face. So we'll have to see what penalties get assessed on that. Let me actually see if Twitter has anything on that. Oh, actually, if I do that, it's going to eat up all the leftover RAM I have, which I don't have any. So it's not going to work. We'll have to see. Hopefully, though, Edmonton can, get their act together. Right now, they're not playing like a team that needs anything. They're probably playing some of the sloppiest hockey I've seen in quite some time. And it's brutal. It is brutal. Oh. I don't know. Right now, Edmonton, though, is just not playing well. At all. Evander Kane, get off the ice. You got 2 of those penalties already. Like 2 of 4 or 5 penalties. Or Evander Kane. And they were one after the other. It can't be doing that. So hopefully he gets his head back where it needs to go. And hopefully the Oilers as a whole can stop getting in the sin bin. I should take a look at my NHL bingo card for tonight. Oh, let's see, do they have those? Yeah, Lundell was the one that had the pop. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Good. Good. Lundell gets a penalty for roughing. So Edmonton's going on the power play. Good. Good. That is what we want to see. Hopefully my NHL bingo board will load. But Edmonton needs to figure out their act. Like, now. Like, yesterday. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh. Hopefully I can sign in. Okay, good. I was signed out of everything for whatever reason. Let's see how my card's looking for tonight. Well, penalty minutes are no problem for tonight. The team penalty minutes are no problem. Yeah, not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. We got a shot. So far, I have 3 entries. So, go ahead and flip back over to here. I can't believe it. Edmonton just not playing with heart at all. It's ridiculous. Edmonton needs to figure out discipline. They need to get back on. They need to be back to themselves. They gotta do everything they gotta do right. I mean, they're not doing anything right now. So, go over to here. There we go. Checking out a couple things. Also, now we got a couple of permanent setups down here. We got a permanent monitor down here. So we got a couple of things. Got a couple of things rolling. Let me check video analytics here. We're taking a look at everything we can. Flip back over to here. Bada bing, bada boom. We are ready to go. Content over to here and over to here. There we go. I think it's time to crack open a cold one. I think with how many penalties we're seeing, I think it's time for a freaking fracking Labatt. Eh? Ugh. So yeah, there we go. Ugh. Just taking a look at all the undisciplined plays, it is ridiculous what we're seeing. Yeah. And Evander Kane getting involved in all these bad plays, all these awful penalties. I mean, both of these teams are playing super sloppy. Super sloppy hockey. It's not even good. So hopefully hopefully for Edmonton's sake, they can get their act together, stay out of the box, and play well. I mean, it's not Skinner's fault for letting up 2 power play goals when Edmonton can't stay out of the box. Again, I mean, looking at penalties. 11 penalties game 1, 7 penalties game 2 for Edmonton. Or I think it was Edmonton and Florida. So, penalties are just ridiculous. 4 penalties apiece right now. Which is unheard of. Unheard of. So, we'll have to see. We will have to see. Oh, DJ Khaled's done. It's like DJ Khaled, he was rocking this place tonight. Huh. So, we'll have to see. Ooh, they projected the cup onto the ice. That's pretty cool. But anyway, both of these teams got to get their act together. Neither of these teams playing good hockey. They're both penalized. They both penalized 4 times apiece. And they're struggling to, play clean hockey, play disciplined. Those are the first rules. You're taught in Pee Wee hockey, play safe, play disciplined. These guys aren't. They're playing about the sloppiest hockey I've ever seen. Like every 2 minutes. Penalty, Edmonton, interference. Or penalty, high sticking. Florida number 27. Or whatever it is. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Edmonton and Florida both need to get their act together, need to stop taking these unnecessary penalties. So, we'll have to see. What? Pasta deserves what? Interesting way to advertise Pepsi. You say it belongs with pasta. And, oh boy. I relate to that Indeed ad. The Indeed ad about salary expectations. I'm still hunting for some work locally. And every time they always ask, what's your desired salary? I honestly want to be a competitive salary. That's what I'm looking at. And so I've just resorted to, okay, what does Glassdoor say? What does PayScale say for that position in that area? So we'll have to see what happens. But ultimately, both of these teams, get out of here. Stop playing sloppy hockey. Get back to where you know you need to be. And we shall see. We shall see what we got in the second period. Ugh. Man. But yeah. Right now, just rocking it. Having a grandiose time. And doing what we gotta do. So, right now, we just... Hopefully, Edmonton can stay out of the box. That's honestly what I care about right now. Taking a look here. Let me actually take a look at the ESPN Fantasy League. See if we got any new joiners for tonight. And I need to sign in. Oh, I hate how I get signed in. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. We gotta go ahead and do this. Ba-da-ba-ba-bow. Bow, chicka, bow, bow, bow. Oh, okay. So, yeah, there we go. There we go. Excuse me. And let's go ahead and flip back on over to here. So looking at the odds for the next goal, Edmonton minus 115, Florida minus 115. So, you know, very dead even odds on the next goal. But again, Florida's just playing more dominant hockey right now. It's not even close. Edmonton's playing like they've never played hockey at a high level before. So, hopefully, Edmonton's able to get themselves together. We'll see. Getting ready for the second period. Milwaukee. Okay, Milwaukee's going down. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, we're getting ready for this second period of action here. Edmonton's going to start on the power play, and hopefully, just hopefully, they can manage to play some decent, competent, and disciplined hockey. Florida, you can stay undisciplined all game if you want. Edmonton, get it together. So we shall have to see. What are you guys thinking about this game, though? Let me know in the chat. I'm keeping an eye on that. Got it over here next to me for a reason. So, let's see. Oh, man. Oh. But yeah, getting ready for the second period of action. Should be action-packed. And hopefully, just hopefully, it will be. Where Edmonton plays disciplined hockey and plays good. So we shall see. A good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is a good old hockey game. That's kind of like an underrated bop for hockey. Like, honestly. So we'll have to see. Actually, go ahead and bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bing, bong. Check out a couple of other things. We'll go ahead and turn on battery saver on my phone. Yeesh, I have a lot of text. Okay. So yeah, current bit rate of 0. That doesn't sound right. That does not sound right at all. Let's see. Taking a look. Let's see. Do we have any news going on? Da da da. Da 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 da. There we go. And there we go. Gotta check a couple of things here. But yeah, just rocking it out. Getting ready for a second period that hopefully will result in a solid game for the Oilers. Let's see, is this? Yep, okay, it's updated second period, so we'll be coming back to this game here momentarily. Go ahead and do this. And bada bing, bada boom. So we are back and ready to go for the second period action. Cheers for that. Getting the regular bat was kind of a mistake. I don't know that I'm going to finish the other one because it's... I'm liking it. Oh, let's go ahead and that one. So here we go, getting ready to go for the second period. Lindell in the box. And here we go. Oilers calling up plays here. And we'll see. Face-offs won by Draisaitl for the Oilers. And here they go. Pass inside the side. There's McDavid flying into the zone, wing to wing. Back goes behind the net. Back to the outside. Forsling tries to send it out. Stays in. Back to the near side. Passing out to the top of the zone to Bouchard. Bouchard back over to the near side. Back to Bouchard. Back to Wallman. Trying to find somewhere to go. Wallman. Over to Bouchard. Shot! Not going to get home. And Florida able to send it out. Oh, boy. So here we go. Wallman now going back the other way. And here comes McDavid now. Into the offensive end. Goes back to the back of the zone. Back to the near side of Bouchard. Wing to wing. Back up to Wallman. Wallman losing control. And Florida sends it out. Oh, great. Back now to Skinner. Skinner back over to Bouchard. Trying to get it out of there. And it looks like they will. But 50 seconds remain on the power play. Here comes McDavid now into the offensive end. Passing over to Perry. Perry back across. And Bouchard able to maintain possession in the zone. Back over to the outside. Back to the near side. And Ekholm. And back over to the near side. Back to Ekholm on the top of the zone. 30 seconds remain on this Edmonton power play. Trying to find somewhere to go. Shot. It goes wide. Now to the near side. Back. Gonna pass over to Bouchard. Bouchard trying to find a lane. Passing close shot. Goal! Corey Perry! Assisted by Bouchard! Let's go. There we go. Get on the board. That's what we needed. That was Ekholm over to Bouchard, right on up to Perry, and into the net. So it's going to be Corey Perry on the goal, assist by Bouchard and Ekholm. Let's fracking go, boys. 2-1. We've done this before. We've been down 2-1 before. Let's do it. So here we go. Florida trying to keep possession in the offensive end, but Edmonton trying to get it out the other way. And battle for the puck on the far corner, back to the near side. Fighting for that puck now on the near side. And Edmonton trying desperately to get it out. Goes back to the outside by Tkachuk. Keeps it on the near side. Back to the back of the zone. There goes Kulikov. Number 7 to the outside. Back behind the net. And Bennett trying to chase down that puck. Gets it back to the top of the zone. To Tkachuk. Shot. Not going to go home. Wide right. Back behind the net. And here we go. A chance by Schmidt. Shot. Not going to get home. Looking. No, you're not going to get goalie interference on that, apparently. But here we go. Moving the other way. The Oilers going to dump it in. Back in behind Bobrovsky. Fighting for that puck. And let's see. It looks like fighting for that puck is going to be Kulikov involved. But Florida going to send it out the other way. And we got a stoppage. Here we go. Janmark. All the Oilers are upset about the fact of the contact on Skinner. Yeah, that should have been goalie interference. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Bro was in the blue line and knocks down Stuart Skinner and gets away scot-free. That's like doing 100 in a school zone and a cop just waves you off. Like, bro, you don't do that. So here we go. Florida wins the draw in the neutral zone. And Florida going to have a chance to take it towards the offensive end, but it's going to be stopped by Edmonton. Battle for the puck's going to ensue as the puck flies into the defensive end for Edmonton. Taking it behind the net. Trying to move vertically. Gets involved with the ref. So now fighting for the puck. Here comes the shot. Florida scores. Why not? Why not? We end up running into a ref because he's right there in the middle of the play and end up giving up a goal. Ay, caramba. That was ridiculous. We get involved with a collision with the refs, and Florida gets the goal. That was ridiculous. Reinhardt on the goal. Just ridiculous. The back end behind the net. Oilers going to try to send it back out. And Florida keeping it in the zone. Chance. Edmonton thankfully gets it out of there. Going the other way. And there goes Draisaitl back to the back of the zone. Shot. Not going to get home by Ekholm. Back the other way. Marchand is on a breakaway, but Stuart Skinner able to deflect it away so that Marchand can't get a shot off. Back in behind the net. Bouchard loses the puck. Has to find somewhere to go. Regroups himself back to the near side. Trying to move the puck up vertically. He does. Sending it into the offensive end. Here's a chance. Back in behind the net. Draisaitl trying to find somewhere to go near side. Can't go anywhere. Puck goes in the neutral zone. Florida going to dump it, or Edmonton going to dump it in. And they have to tag up. So here we go. Puck's going to get flicked up. And into the offensive, or into the Edmonton defensive end. Here comes Wallman with the puck. Trying to find somewhere to go. Passes it vertically way up ice to the offensive end. And here comes a chance. Nugent Hopkins tries to find somewhere to go. Back into Corey Perry. Back behind to the near side. Chance. And Edmonton's going to lose control. Oh my word. Not going to lie. I switched to something else. Yeah, this is brutal, man. This is brutal. It was Sam Reinhart, Connor Verhaeghe on the last goal. Reinhart with the goal, Verhaeghe with the assist. Puck's back in behind the net. Both teams going for a switch. Wallman with the puck. And let's go. Let's go. Panthers fans chanting Skinner. Form of heckling. Back in behind the net. Edmonton trying to race for that puck. Back to the back of the zone. Keeps it in. And Florida dumps it right back out. Again. So here we go. Up in towards the offensive end. And Edmonton's going to lose possession. Battle for the puck's going to ensue on the outside. And come on. Get it out of there. Get it out of there, Edmonton. Never mind. Florida's going to just send it out the other way. And here comes Chance Greer, and gonna lose it. Edmonton battling for that puck on the near corner. And Chance, oh no, shot! Oh my gosh, good. Stuart Skinner was able to avoid that going in. So let's see, Kulikov now sends it up, going into the offensive end. Come on. Edmonton trying to get that puck back. Florida desperately trying to keep it in. Chance shot. Not going to get home, thankfully. Seth Jones back out to the outside. Shot. Goes wide. Verhaeghe. Shot. Not going to go home. Rebound is going to be deflected off because of an Edmonton player. Another chance shot. Not going to go home. Reinhart now back in behind Verhaeghe, trying to find somewhere to go. Edmonton able to take it away, though, and go back the other way. Going to dump it into the offensive end. Racing for the puck, far corner. Florida is going to get possession. Nice hit by the Oiler out in that far corner. But Florida has it going the other way. Edmonton now going to take it. They take the puck away, going back behind the net. And here we go. Moving in, not Nugent Hopkins, someone else. To the offensive end, and Ekblad battling for that puck. And the Florida Panthers are going to successfully move it out of the zone again. Back in behind Skinner. Trying to find somewhere to go. The Oilers are trying to move up ice. Into the offensive end. And Florida takes possession back. Ben made it. Welcome, Ben. Welcome, Ben. How you doing? How you doing? I'm not doing too hot right now because, well, the Oilers kind of sucking right now. So here we go. Oh, hat fell off. Oh no, it's a 2-on-1 breakaway. Shot, scores. What are you doing? Playing golf? Edmonton, you know it's the team with the most goals wins, right? They the U.S. Open, that's on Thursday. Wow. Florida was perfectly single. At least that's good. Oh my gosh. It was a 2-on-0. Wide open breakaway. Put it right back in there. They think they're at the U.S. Open. They think they're in Pittsburgh right now. They think they're playing at Oakmont right now when, I don't know. I didn't know Oakmont was an ice rink. So here we go. The Oilers trying to take it to the offensive end, and Florida takes possession right back over. So Florida trying to take that puck back in the offensive end, but Edmonton having possession. And battle for the pucks ensuing. Edmonton, though, is able to send it out. So Sam Bennett with Lucerainen on the assist. And Florida going to try to send that puck out, and they do. Wow. Any bots today? No bots so far. No bots. McDavid now with a chance, and Florida takes the other way. At what point do you pull Stuart Skinner? I'm asking for a friend. At what point do you pull Stuart Skinner? 4 goals on 15 shots, and you're not even halfway through the game. Oh, no. Another chance, thankfully broken up. Edmonton trying to take it the other way, but Florida going to send it back again. Stuart Skinner going to dump it to the near side. A Wallman trying to get around back behind the net. Tries to find somewhere to go, and he's going to the near side. Passing up vertically, dumping it in. And Schmidt now with the puck for Florida. Passes out to the outside. And what a surprise. Florida sends the puck out, but it goes out of play. Let me just see here. Let me change this. Let's go ahead and save that. This isn't the U.S. Open. I'm going to change the title up a little bit. Because, I don't know, this isn't the U.S. Open. That's on Thursday. That starts on Thursday and runs through the weekend. And I could go there, but tickets are going to be way too expensive, I would bet. And I don't have that kind of money. Plus, I kind of got a lot going throughout the days. So, but yeah, Edmonton's playing this game like it's the U.S. Open. Almost like Florida's beating themselves up by scoring 4 goals. Ridiculous. I don't believe it. I can't believe it. Hopefully Edmonton gets their pucks in gear, because right now they're playing this game like it's the U.S. Open. Well, surprise! The U.S. Open is not played on ice, it's played on grass. And it's not played indoors, it's played at a nice fancy schmancy outdoor golf course. And if you're playing with a ball, not a puck. And the ball goes in the hole, not a net. Hear what I'm saying, Edmonton? 2 different sports. Not even remotely close. Taking to Twitter on this. Let me see here. Unpause temporarily. Edmonton, this isn't US Open. Higher numbers are good. I don't know how you confuse the two. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw a couple hashtags. And here we go. Florida now with the puck, trying to see what they can do. Moving into the offensive end. Gonna dump it in. Reinhardt taking a nice shot. Oh my word, the Pirates are up 9-3. Edmonton now trying to move into the offensive end. And a great hit against Edmonton. Shot, not gonna go home, deflected. And let's go. Puck now. Florida has the puck in the defensive end. I think we need to send a message to the Oilers that it's not a bad thing to score. That's what I did. That's why I took to Twitter. This is not the US Open. So here we go. Edmonton with a chance. Shot! And it doesn't even get there with full speed. Florida fighting for that puck now on the near side to try to send it out. And puck's going to be brought out by Florida. And let's see, brought out by the glove with no stick. And it's going to be gloved by Bobrovsky. Vander Kane, get out of there. Don't get involved. Don't do anything stupider. You've already done a lot of stupid stuff tonight. Put your head in the game. You don't need to go back to the sin bin for a third time. Ugh. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Edmonton is playing this game like it's the US Open. Like, they're playing like a team that doesn't want to score. They're playing like a team that says, why should we want to score? We don't know. Scoring's a bad thing. Scoring's not good for us. Well, scoring kind of is how you win the freaking games, Edmonton. You want big numbers, not little numbers. Is that an apology to Oilers? What do you mean my curse? I don't even know where you guys got this idea of my curse from. Like, bro. We've had a lot of highs in these streams. What do you mean the curse lives on? I don't know what you guys think of. I don't even know where you guys get this stuff. I'm not cursed. I'm not cursing the Oilers. Like, bro. Man. I don't know. Hopefully, Edmonton can start putting goals on the board. Don't deny it. Oh my gosh, I'm not denying it. There is no curse. Because Freddie M saying nothing better than seeing McGolden Boy get hammered. I guess it was a nice shot by by Florida on that one. Nice little body check there. But man. Oh, great. Great. McDavid now going back to the locker room. Ah! Can tonight get any worse? Can tonight get any worse for the Oilers? So here we go. Florida. Edmonton takes the puck away, sends back in behind the net. And a race for the puck sends it in the neutral zone. So a chance shot, not able to get their shot again. Of course, Bobrovsky gets an incredible save. And a couple of fights breaking out in front of the net after that one. The curse strikes again. I'm not freaking Curse. Let's see. Is anyone going to the bin for that? Let's see. That was an incredible save by Bobrovsky. Anyone know a priest to have some holy water? Bro, I'm not cursed. I'm not cursing this team. Like, bro. Okay, good. McDavid's back on the ice. Good, McDavid's back. But I'm not cursed. I'm not cursing this team. I don't even know where you guys are getting this. You might know it. Bro. Go ahead. Do what you want at this point. I fold. So here we go. Edmonton trying to send the puck up and not going to be able to. Back behind to Reinhardt. Over to the near side. Back around the net. Drops around. Unable to get there. Shot again. Not going to get home. Edmonton has to get that puck out of there. And back the other way. A chance. And they lose control. Ridiculous. Wallman now with the puck. And let's see. Edmonton able to keep the puck in the zone. Back to the near side to Draisaitl. Trying to find somewhere to go. Not able to get there. Back around to the outside. And a shot. And it's gloved by Bobrovsky. Evander Kane, what are you doing? Bro, you just smashed the guy in the head. Just went out and just randomly assaulted a dude in the head. You just took his head off his body. Okay, at least no penalties are assessed. But this is ridiculous. For new viewers, Game 1, Oilers barely overcome the curse to win in overtime. Game 2, the curse... Oh my gosh, Game 2, the curse overpowers the Oilers and Florida wins in OT. Game 3, Oilers are screwed and McDavid is injured. Hashtag... Bro, where are you guys getting this curse from? His number... Then you got Ben. His number's 1-800 of Priest with holy fire to uncurse your fellow sports teams. Oh my gosh. I think you guys have just made a new short out of this. You guys have definitely made a new clip out of this. I don't know where you guys started this. I don't know where Yins got it from. But sure, it's the joke. Haha, funny, it's the joke. Jason curses the teams. So here we go. The Oilers keeping it in the zone. Gonna send it out to the outside, and he can't get a shot off. The proof's in the pudding. What do you mean the pudding? You guys came up with a curse before the Oilers started losing. You had the idea of I'm cursing in Game 1. Oilers won. Game 2, Pirates are up 10-3. And you guys are, oh my gosh. So here we go. Evander Kane up towards the zone. Chance. Background shot. Unable to get home. Oh my gosh. Fighting for the puck. Keeps it in and goes to the neutral zone. Who knows? We're pointing out the fact, bro. So back in behind Skinner. The Oilers going to go. And let's see here. Moving the puck up through to the neutral zone towards the offensive end, and they're going to ice it. No icing. The curse was so strong, we knew it before Game 2. Bro! Oh, we're saying it Game 1 when I had the Oilers winning. Then Game 2 comes along, and you guys keep the curse going. So when the Oilers lose, you have your proof. for your proof. So here we go. Moving the puck in through the offensive zone. Here comes Florida on a chance. Thankfully, it stopped, and Edmonton tries to get it out, but can't. Shot by Mikkola. Not going to get home. Goes wide. Puck goes up through the neutral zone now towards the offensive end, but Florida has possession. Mikkola with the puck. Said you were cursed before puck drop in game 1. Do I need to give a timestamp? I'm 99% sure you said that. And, like, that was before the game even started. You said I was cursed, and the Oilers won. Like, I don't get why you guys said I was cursed game 1. The Oilers won. Maybe game 2, but then I'd be batting 500. Although I am going to make another brief little announcement here. I do have over in the chat over there a link in the pinned comment to a post. This post will take you to the link for the new fantasy football league I started for this year, where we will be playing with ChatGPT. ChatGPT has an account and will be playing each week. So, if you want to see if you can beat AI, go ahead and join the league. 20 slots. And the Pirates are up 10-3. Which we're going to be streaming some of their content here, some of their games after the Stanley Cup Finals. Probably Mondays and Wednesdays for the most part. We'll be streaming Pirates game. And Edmonton trying to get that puck out of the defensive end. They can. But nowhere to go. Gets taken down on the near sideboards. Forsling now with the puck. Moving it in is someone else from Florida into the offensive end. That was Verhaeghe. Yeah, the puck's going to stay in the offensive end for Florida. So Florida keeping it in. Back in behind the net. Verhaeghe trying to work, trying to find some room. Dumps it back around behind the net. Back to the near side. And Edmonton trying to poke it out, but Florida fighting for the puck. Keeps it in is Seth Jones. Hey, caramba. Moving the puck around. Edmonton thankfully able to get it out. There's nowhere to go. Florida's leaning on Edmonton right now. Back in behind Bobrovsky. Going to let it go to Mikkola? Mikkola. But Edmonton takes it over, and they can't pass it. Here comes one down. Now a chance. Oh, no. Kachuk shot. Not going to get home. Thankfully, the rebound was tied up in sticks. So here comes a chance. That was McDavid. Going to dump it in back and around. Chance shot. Going to go off Bobrovsky. And let's see. Here comes Florida sending it out, where the Oilers will take over in the neutral zone. And let's see. Florida going to get that puck out of there. Oh, no. Here comes a 2-on-1. Chance shot. Not going to get home, thankfully. And it goes wide. Kachuk unable to get it. So back in behind the net. Edmonton now going to take it up through the defensive end. Up to the neutral zone. Going to send it into the offensive end. And it's going to be Schmidt with the puck. Moving into the defensive end, or the neutral zone to the offensive end. Going to dump it in back in behind Stuart Skinner. Fight for the puck is ensuing. Ben's Ball is about to win this whole league. Well, we'll see. We shall see. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I'm working on a script for a video that's going to be tied into that league, announcing that league, formally in a video of can you beat ChatGPT. And we'll be having a video going out in a couple days on that. And they got Florida on an icing. Wallman getting into it with Greer a little bit. Come on, Edmonton. So yeah, we shall see. But hopefully this will be a fun league. Looking forward to it. Winners will get shout outs at the end of the league. We'll shout people out during the playoffs. Who knows? Channel blows up this year. End up getting a little bit extra stuff. Maybe we do a little giveaway for the winner. Who knows? Probably not. But if the channel does end up doing stuff that I don't expect, there's always a chance. So here we go. Edmonton now with the puck in the defensive end. Trying to move it up. And here's Chance McDavid. Wing to wing. Over to Perry. And Florida's going to take that puck back. I'm not playing against Dougbot. I'm pretty certain he takes a short bus to school. It won't be Dougbot. It'll actually be ChatGPT that can reference the web right now. Look at that, Wallman. Wallman was over there squirting water onto the Florida bench. But yeah, no, this will be actually against the latest GPT models that access the internet. I'm going to provide it every week. You know, during the draft, I'll be live during the draft, and I'll say, "Hey, what player do you want? These are ESPN's best available, but who do you want to draft?" And then it'll say, "Oh, I want this person." And then, you know, we'll go through and say, "Okay." During the week, we'll say, "Hey, this is your list of players. Who do you want to start?" So, you know, we'll see how it plays out. I'm looking forward to it. This will be fun. Because I'm basically running 2 accounts. I'm running my own team, and I'm running ChatGPT. Confident in my chances? Well, we'll see. We will see if AI is better than the human race at fantasy football. I don't believe anyone's done this before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe anyone has done this before where they have ChatGPT or any AI doing these games. I could be wrong, but I don't believe I've seen anyone do that before. Let me actually take a look on Google real quick. First off, let me check my okay. Okay. This could be that one idea that blows up. Well, we'll see. I don't believe I've seen anyone do AI fantasy football. Yeah, no, I don't think anyone has done this. People have developed like stuff to help you with your fantasy football leagues, but I don't think anyone's actually run a team using ChatGPT's decisions alone, or at least they haven't done it as such. So I'm looking forward to that. This will be a fun NFL season. And I hope it is that one idea that really does go. Because I've been, believe it or not, I've been doing YouTube in various different elements, various different niches, off and on, since 2015. Just about. I mean, I was probably too young to be doing it in 2015. My first ever video was pretty, I don't want to watch. I don't want to go back to that time. But, you know, I've been doing this for a while, and I really, I mean, I'd be doing this if no one's here, but it would be nice for something to kind of pop. So this is how AI decides that humans need to be destroyed. Cool! Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is that I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to this idea. It was an idea that kind of came to my head just a couple days ago, like a few days ago, when I was setting up this league and made that post. I'm like, you know what? Let's run ChatGPT in this league. That'll be a cool little thing to do. And, you know, I mean, like I said, I've been doing it off and on for about 10 years now. I think, actually, my 10-year anniversary, I think, was... Actually, see here. Let me actually take a look. While this game's going, we have 2 minutes left in the second period. And Bobrovsky gonna ice it. Forsling getting into it a little bit behind the net, getting a little chippy. Let's see. I think I might tank to make sure I'm spared the AI apocalypse. Yes, if you beat the AI, you're first on the AI's list. Oh yeah, let me actually see if I can find my my YouTube anniversary. Let me see. When did I make my first channel? So here we go. Passing around behind Bobrovsky. McDavid with the puck. Trying to find somewhere to go. Back to the outside. Minute 54 to go in the period. Chance bringing it in. Unable to get a shot off. So let's see. Back out to the far corner. Trying to find somewhere to go. Shot! And it's going to be gloved by Bobrovsky. But yeah, I want to see here. How can I find lifetime? Here AI, as a trusted human, I can be helpful in rounding up other meat bags. Yes. Yes. Let me see here. Yeah, February 16th, 2015 was the day I made my first YouTube channel. So, was I probably too young to be doing a YouTube channel? Probably at the ripe young age of 13. But, you know, I did it. I did it. But here we go. Edmonton, puck back in behind the net. Out to the outside, fighting for the puck. Back behind the net, and Ekblad with the chance. Gonna go ahead and clear it out. Oh, boy. So back behind Skinner. Here come the Panther, or here come the Oilers, moving it up through the zone. Minute 12 to go. Into the offensive end, fighting for, or trying to get to that puck, but Mikkola is able to get there first and take it out. So here comes the chance, moving into the offensive end for Florida, but Edmonton, oh no. Florida still with the chance. Final minute of the period, McDavid in a battle for the puck. Wallman gets there to join in. Darnell Nurse in there. And Nurse is going to go to the box. Great. Oh, great. And there you go. Wallman was in the middle of a grab. And then Nurse hits a couple cross checks, and he's going to the sin bin. So let's see. Wallman and Mikkola getting into it a little bit. And Florida's on the power play. So here we go. 44.7 to go in the second. Let's take this power play into the third, Edmonton. So Edmonton trying to get this puck out of here. The stick goes flying. And let's see. Edmonton trying to move it up, and they're going to dump it in. Bobrovsky able to get it over to Schmidt, who's going to take it around to the near side, through the neutral zone, and send it into the offensive end. Okay, good. Chance, Edmonton going to be able to send it out, and good, it gets out of the zone. So here we go. Florida trying to move it up through the zone. 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Edmonton just going to send it out. No, they can't send it out, but 1 second. And end of the second period. So let me go ahead and edit this over to be end of 2. You see a couple of guys getting into it at the end of the period. And let's see. Well, I shall be right back real quick. Got to use the bathroom before we get to this third period. So I shall return. All right, I am back, ready for another period of disappointment. Well, Jason is gone. We must plot to get rid of him so we can stop his curse on the Oilers. Bro, what? Come on. Come on. Where's my hockey ball? Uh-oh. Somewhere down here I got a hockey ball. I've been working on a little bit of stick handling. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere down here. Somewhere. I got a full-size deck hockey stick upstairs I've been using. Ben? No. No. I see you. I see what you're doing. No. Man, but yeah. Yeah, I can show a little sneak peek, I think. I got a script together for the video. Ironically enough, I used AI to help write a script centering around a league with an AI team. Like, I had ChatGPT write a script talking about itself. Because the problem is, I struggle with, like, on-the-spot script writing for this kind of stuff. You know, I wanted to make this video be engaging, but also not be so short that it should be a YouTube short. You know, I wanted to make it be a, 2 to 3 minute video. Somewhere in there. And be engaging throughout. I kind of struggle with that a little bit. So, ironically enough, I had ChatGPT write a script about itself a little bit. Okay, you guys I don't know what you guys are on about with this curse. The curse is like a critical meltdown. Once it starts, it's already over. Bro! What are we going on about? I'm not freaking cursed. I'm not cursing these teams. I'm a Steeler fan. I'm not cursing teams. I just live in pain. Yeah. The Bantam Jeep Festival. Bantam Jeep Festival. Huh. That's interesting. Anyway. Well, it's bound to be cursed forever. You know, I don't know. They have... No Stanley Cup till the day you perish. Hey, you know, I'm rooting for Edmonton because they're like the equivalent of a hometown team I have left. The Pens are my true team, though. I'm just pulling up for this team because, I want to have a team I can root for. So. I'm not here thinking about Leafs fans. What's the difference? I'm sorry, but what's the difference? If the Oilers lose this cup, then you're going to have the poor man's Leafs, which is the Leafs. You're going to have the middle class Leafs, which is the Hurricanes or the Stars. And then you're going to have the rich man's Leafs, which are the Oilers. All of which blow the same series every year. Dallas is the Western Conference Finals. Carolina, Eastern Conference Finals. Toronto, it fluctuates. Edmonton, Stanley Cup Finals. Like, honestly, you're going to have 3 tiers of Maple Leafs if Edmonton loses the series. Hey, I'm sorry, Ben, but, like, you can't say I'm wrong here. Carolina has lost so much in the Eastern Conference Finals. So, like, you're going to have 3 levels of Leafs. You're going to have the poor man's Leafs, the middle class man's Leafs, and the wealthy man's Leafs. And the Pirates won 10-7. Let's fracking go. Let's get a let's go Bucks. The Pirates actually won 4 games in a row now. A season high. Which, by the way, we'll be streaming some more baseball after Stanley Cup Finals. I'll be going live, streaming some Pirates baseball, because I got Pirates baseball. And I want to keep streaming. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy calling games. I enjoy chatting with you guys. I love it. Are you on drugs? You can't put the Oilers in the same. I'm just saying, if Edmonton loses this series, there is a case to be made that they are the, 1%ers Leafs. In the fact that they choke the Stanley Cup. They haven't won a cup since They haven't won a cup this century. And both times they had a chance, they would have blown the series if they lose this time around. So, like, you got a case. Granted, the Leafs have it happen more because they end up having that same level of pain more often. And the Canes have had it for, so long. I mean, didn't you guys raise a banner, like, during Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals? Didn't, like, Yins raise a banner because, like, you guys... Or no, not Game 2. Game 5. Didn't Yins raise a banner during Game 5 since you won a playoff game? Since you won an Eastern Conference Finals game, Ben? Didn't Yins, like, raise a banner or something? Yeah, I mean, it's brutal for these teams, man. It is brutal. Just won a cup in 67. That was 58 years ago. Yeah. Your math isn't mathing on that one, is it? No, it is. My math isn't mathing. But still, I'm just saying, the Leafs have always lose in the playoffs somewhere early. The Canes always lose in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Stars always lose in the Western Conference Finals. The Oilers, if they lose this series, always lose in the Stanley Cup Finals. So we'll see. And sorry, Ben, but I had to. It was there. It was hanging there. You guys went 1 for 20. Or whatever it was. You won one after losing, like, wasn't it like 18 straight or 19 straight or something like that? Hey, didn't the Kings beat the Oilers in our Stanley Cup win? Potentially. Potentially. Leafs losing in the playoffs is eligible for a full retirement pension in 7 years. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, True North. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Year by year. And let's see. Won in first round, lost in second round. One Stanley Cup against the Oilers. Yep. John's in the chat. How's it going, John? How's it going, man? Yeah, Ben, you guys during that run beat the Canadiens 4-2, beat the Devils 4-1, beat the Sabres 4-3, and beat the Oilers 4-3. So, but yeah, this is brutal. Brutalization at its finest. Edmonton doesn't know how to play hockey. They think they're playing golf. I don't know how you confuse the two. But yeah. Also, John, I'm going to tell you since you're here too, and I know you're a regular viewer. Over in the chat, over there, pinned message, we have a link. That link will take you to a YouTube post I made a couple days ago. That post discusses the fantasy football league I started for this year. And in that fantasy football league, we're going to have ChatGPT playing. ChatGPT will have a team that I will be running using only ChatGPT. So I'll ask it, hey, this is your lineup. These are your eligible players. Who do you want to start this week? And all that. Or, hey, you got a trade request. This was the trade proposition. Do you accept? And I'll do whatever it says. Even if it sounds stupid. Even if it says that you'll trade away Patrick Mahomes to get Nathan Peterman. And it says, yes, I want that. It'll take it. So, I'm going to let you know because time might be limited for that league. Maybe not. Hopefully it is, though. How will chat draft? Well, what it is it's anyone that wants to join it can join it. You have to join with your own team. So there's going to be 20 slots. I'm taking a slot, and ChatGPT is taking a slot. So there's 18 community slots that are open. I think Ben took one earlier tonight, but it will be available. And I'm going to be making a video discussing the premise of what I'm looking at doing. And I think I need to make an adjustment to this. I just realized that. But yeah. So what'll happen is that, you know, I'll reach out to the managers and say, hey, fill out this poll so we can schedule out, you know, when we're going to do our draft. When it's a huge league, well, I have high hopes. I'm going to make a video on the premise, and I don't believe anyone has done that kind of a league before where they involve, like, you know, a ChatGPT team. If they have, I didn't see it in my research. So I'm going to make a video on this, and that video might flop. It might do really well. So I figured I would at least give you a heads up ahead of time in case it does really well, that you might want to get in sooner rather than later if it does. So I've been writing up the script today. That's why I was a little bit late, actually, to start the stream, is that I was working on writing that script today. So we have that up, and that video is going to be going up here hopefully a couple days. Shouldn't take that long. It's going to be mostly a talking face kind of video. Maybe some graphics up in the corner. That kind of stuff. But I'm not expecting it to be too long. At least to get it up. So, you know. True, I thought 12 was max teams. No, you could actually go all the way up to 20. So I figured I would make it up to 20. And then if we get through, like, halfway through August, and we still have, you know, 8 slots, 10 slots open, I'll cut the league down to fit the number of teams so that we can draft by the end of August. But I figured I'd at least make it up to 20 so that, you know, if that video does happen to blow up on us, we have a chance to have a 20-team league. And I open it up to the most amount of people possible. Because we're going to have ChatGPT play a team. So you have a chance to beat AI and prove that you are smarter than the computer. And that you are smarter than the new age artificial intelligence. We're going to bring the power back to the people using this league. Woo! Man, that was invigorating. But yeah, so that was kind of the goal on that. So Ben liked it. We have the power. What kind of power? People power. Woo-hoo-hoo! I almost just tipped over that. I think we're getting ready for period 3. Not quite yet. Not like ESPN fans go, oh, you're joining us for fun? Fair enough, fair enough. I know a lot of people use ESPN Fantasy, so I figured, you know, that's probably the most ubiquitous one. NFL has their own fantasy platform, which is pretty chill, it's pretty cool. But I know a lot of people have tended to use the ESPN one. Like, a lot of times I've done leagues in the past with people I know, and they're always going for the ESPN leagues. So that was kind of why I went for the ESPN. And if it does do well enough, I might make an NFL.com league. Biggest team you joined was a 12 team. Yeah, this would be a big one. This would be a big one. But if there is enough demand to join the battle against the AI, I might make another league using NFL fantasy. But that's going to depend on if there's enough demand. If the video blows up and if there's a lot of people saying, hey, I didn't get in, I want to get in, then yeah, of course, I'll go ahead and, you know, open up another league. But I'm not going to open up another league and have 2 different leagues on 2 different platforms if we can't fill up one. So I figure that's just the smartest thing to do. Is just to have, you know, the one league until we need a second, then build out the second and fill it up from there. But we will go live for those ChatGPT drafts. So that will be fun. That'll be fun. We'll draft everything going through it. I'll show what ChatGPT says, and I'll pick the players ChatGPT wants. So we'll see what ends up happening, but I'm looking forward to that. This is going to be a fun little series. And then every week during the NFL season, I'm going to post a short of ChatGPT building out its roster for that week. So that'll probably go up like Wednesdays or Thursday afternoons. ESPN only lets you edit lineup 1 week in advance. NFL and Yahoo let you see lineup for the whole season. I did not know that. I thought every league you had to update it week by week. So That's kind of why I went with it. I know a lot of people tend to use the ESPN one, so and for anyone here, if you guys are so inclined, go ahead and join in that using that link over there in the chat. It'll take you to a YouTube channel post I made with the link to the league. Let me go ahead and check how many people we got in that league so far. Remember, there's only 20 slots. Let me go ahead and give this a little reload. And we should see how many new teams. Let's see here. Team 4 from BBT to BB. Ben's best team to Ben's Ballers. All right. So we got Ben's Ballers in the league. So we got 3 teams. And again, that's kind of the goal. It's just to have a little fun series. See what happens. Is man better than machine? So it's a fun little series I'm looking to try to start. Go ahead and flip on over to here. So yeah, we're getting ready. Hopefully getting to the third period here soon. And then also, after only one running back, one wide receiver, I might need to adjust that. Did you happen to check it out? Let me see. View roster. No, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, and 1 flex. I was fairly certain. I just did a standard. It was the ESPN standard. So yeah, it's 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 1 flex. So yeah, we'll see what happens though. Oh boy. But yeah, I mean, what I did was I just went and created a basic ESPN league, kept the scoring the same, kept everything else the same. So that was the goal. It's just to have a fun little league where we can see who's better, us or ChatGPT. So we are getting ready here. Third period, getting ready to get underway. Edmonton has their work cut out for them. All right. Now, I do have a question for you guys. I've been playing a lot of NHL Slapshot on the Wii. Would you guys be interested if I do like a little stream every once in a while where I play some NHL Slapshot using the Dolphin emulator on the Wii or on my computer? I've been playing a lot of that. I have a little bit of communication issues, but I've been enjoying it. And, if it's something you guys would be interested in, maybe we make a time where we go live on like a, late night on a Saturday or something like that. Yeah, the curse. I don't know what you guys are talking about with the curse. Yeah, I got hooked on their game mode Pee Wee to Pro. So, like, I've been playing a lot of that. I played a lot of it as a kid, and I got back into playing it again. So here we go, back in behind Bobrovsky. Here comes Seth Jones. Let's get this game over with. Buck is back in behind the net. Panthers in the offensive end trying to get the puck. And it looks like they will on the far side. Back to full strength on both sides now. Here we go. Florida going to dump it back in. Back in behind Skinner. And here we go. Jason Curse the Oilers, they can't win the Stanley Cup for eternity. Bro! You're in, you're joining? All right, welcome to the league, John. Welcome to the league. Welcome to the league. Glad to have more people here. Go ahead and go to standings. Standing. Yes, sir. We got Ben's Ballers, ChatGPT team. Don't forget to change your logo, too, if you're interested, if you're so inclined. John's team. And let's go. So here we go. Florida winning the draw in the defensive end. And it looks like Florida's going to be able to get this out. You just really don't like ESPN's Fantasy League? Oh, fair enough, man. Fair enough. So let's see. Back in behind the net. Trying to get that puck out. And they will successfully. Edmonton maintaining possession. You got to get a quick goal here if you're Edmonton. Even if you lose the game, you got to get some sort of momentum going into Game 3. Or Game 4. Here comes Schmidt going the other way. Back in behind. Stuart Skinner able to send it out. Oh, great. Puck's out of play. Play a game. Delay a game on Edmonton. Stewart! Oh, great. This is brutal. This is brutal. Edmonton just does not know how to play hockey tonight. They think they're playing the U.S. Open. Big news, guys. That's Thursday, not Monday. And it's in Pittsburgh, not Florida. Anyway, back in behind, trying to get up in there. Shot, not going to go in. Puck does go out of the zone, so back in. Florida has to give chase. Here comes Bennett into the zone. Back to the near side for Heggie, and it's going to be kept in and gloved by Skinner. Man. Wow. Whew. So here we go, getting ready to go. Edmonton on the penalty kill again. For Heggie, cross-ice pass, takes a shot, and it's going to be saved by Skinner. Let's see, you have done fantasy on Yahoo, maybe you decide haven't done Yahoo League in a long time. Played NFL and ESPN more recently. ESPN is 3 out of those 3. Fair enough, John. I mean, I figured I'd offer. If you didn't join, it was no big deal. I just figured I'd, send it out there if it was so intrigued to you. And we might even have an NFL fantasy league, depending on if there's enough demand for it. So across, taking a shot up, a chance, deflected, not able to get in. A couple of nice quality shots there for Florida, none of which go in. Back to Schmidt. Schmidt overshot, and it goes wide by number 17. Again, shot, and it's not going to be good. Ekholm getting into it with Marchand a little bit. Oh, that was a nut shot. That was a nut shot on Wallman. Wow. Wallman getting into it a little bit after that nut shot he took. And, bro, that puck just went right into the family jewels. Edmonton wanting to engage, try to bait Florida into a penalty. And Florida sending it around. There's Barkov, going to lose it. Back over to Kachuk, back to Barkov. Back to Kachuk, back up in front of the net. Shot, and it's a goal. Ekblad on the goal. Great. Yeah, this game's a lost cause. This game is a lost cause. That was a wide, wide open shot for Ekblad. I mean, I could have made that shot by Ekblad. Skinner was so invested in Reinhart, and there was nobody. Nobody. Reinhart got all the attention. Nobody was on Ekblad. So Calvin Pickard's coming out. Stuart Skinner is being pulled. Oh, man. So here comes Calvin Pickard again. Yeah, that's tough. Ugh. Come on, Edmonton. Yeah, Stuart Skinner is done for the night. They shut him down. 6th team in history, in NHL history to record 11 5+ goal games in a single postseason for Florida. I got to head out for the night. See ya. Have a blessed night. You too, man. Have a blessed night, man. God bless. Hopefully Edmonton can get a goal or two before the game ends. Oh my gosh. What are we doing? Going back the other way. Marchand rushing in for the puck. Thankfully, Edmonton's able to get possession and move it out of there. This is brutal. 5-1. Edmonton with a chance. Cross-ice pass. Going to be deflected. And Florida takes it away. Edmonton able to keep it back in, though. Chance shot. No! You had it open. No! That's the easiest goal of your career, and you couldn't punch it in. That was easier than Ekblad's goal. Oh, is Connor Hellebuyck in net? No, it was Stuart Skinner. Now it's Calvin Pickard. They put in Pickard. The Oilers trying to get that puck out of here. And it looks like the Panthers are going to take it the other way and dump it out. That was Aaron Ekblad with the Reinhart and Tkachuk assists. Oh. A little fight going on there. Kulikov getting into it with Arvidsson. And apparently we lost our music. Nobody told me. Nobody told me we lost our music. We need the music back. I was like, if can't play in postseason, gets pulled and net on the road in playoffs. Yeah, Janmark got into it with Greer. Wow. There we go. Yeah, apparently it didn't loop. I was setting it to loop and it didn't loop. So Florida now on the power play again. Why not make it 6-1? So here we go. Edmonton gonna get that puck out of there. This is ridiculous. 7 power plays for Florida. And let's see, back in behind the net. Edmonton trying to fight for the puck, and it looks like they're going to get it going the other way. Here's your chance. It's a 2-on-2. You lose possession. Edmonton offside. Nertz getting into it with Marchand. Wow. This is brutal. This is just plain brutal. I don't even have anything to say. I don't even have any words. It's that bad. That bad. It's awful. It is awful. So here we go. 14 minutes to go in the third period. Edmonton going to go ahead and dump it on out. Here they come the other way. 3-on-3 hockey now on the near side. And here comes your chance, Reinhart. Trying to find somewhere to go. Back to the backside. And a chance. Pass. Oh, Ekblad had a chance, but could not get control of the puck. It was a wonky pass. Side to side. Trying to find somewhere to go to the back of the zone to Jones. Chance. Nice block there by Pickard. Go another chance shot. Not going to get home. A shot again. Unable to get there. Deflected. And let's see. Florida now getting the puck back in the neutral zone. Moving it up through to the offensive end to create a chance. And back to the back of the zone. Here it comes. Back to Reinhart. Over to the outside. 25 seconds remaining on the power play. Shot getting close. Not able to redirect it in. So here we go. Here comes Barkov back to the near side. Trying to find somewhere to go. And out of the zone it goes. 9 seconds left on the power play. And that should just about do it for that power play. So here we go. Full strength. Moving it the other way now is going to be Florida. And Edmonton trying to get it going the other way. But Marchand has the puck now. And good, they got him off sides. Oh boy. This is not a good game. It's just brutal, man. Absolutely just brutal. And they got Happy Gilmore 2. I want to watch Happy Gilmore 2, but the problem is it's only on Netflix. It's only on freaking Netflix. I might create an account and go like have a 1-month subscription or something like that. Because I do want to watch Happy Gilmore 2. So. Ay, ay, ay. Edmonton just does not know how to play hockey tonight. It's brutal to say that, but it's true. Edmonton is not playing like a team that knows how to win the cup. So. I don't know. I think it's wider, eh? Interesting. I did not know that. But yeah. I don't even have any words for Edmonton right now. They're sucking. They're just sucking at everything they do. Now Florida with the puck again, gonna get it into the offensive end. So here we go. Florida getting the puck on the defensive end, moving it the other way. What a surprise! We got a stoppage. Is it delayed offside? And at least, oh man, Marchand and Sam Bennett both with at least one goal. Good, Marchand going to the box. Yeah, he hooked McDavid pretty good. Here we go, in the offensive end. Maybe Edmonton can get a win. Now Bouchard with the puck, trying to find somewhere to go. Out to the outside. And it gets in all the way out. Here we go. McDavid into the offensive end. Tries to find somewhere to go. Can't. Draisaitl trying to move the puck up. Having a chance, but he's not doing anything with it. Back in the near corner. Florida fighting hard for that puck. Bouchard with it now. Trying to find somewhere to go. Trying to see where he's going to go. Goes to McDavid on the near side. McDavid moving up. Trying to find somewhere. Back to the outside. Shot unable to get to the net. Nico Mikkola with the puck. Going to send it out the other way. Man, this is brutal. Absolutely brutal, man. So here we go. Edmonton having to get that puck in their own offensive end, but Florida, what a surprise, fighting for the puck to send it out. And they almost do. Well, thankfully, Edmonton able to keep the puck in. 40 seconds left on the power play. Ugh. Man. Edmonton trying to find somewhere to go. Back to the near side. And let's see. Takes a shot towards the net. Not even going to get there. Shot towards that. They can't even maintain control to take a shot. The shot blocked by Forsling now. Back over to the near side. Seconds left on the power play. And Florida trying to get it out. 5 seconds remain. And they do dump it out. That's going to do it on the power play. Back to full strength they go. Uh, 10 minutes remain in this Clobberfest. And Florida going back the other way. Back behind the net. With Bennett now with the puck. Going to send it back and around behind. Here comes Kachuk trying to get the puck. And there's a contested puck on the far side. And can Edmonton get it out of there? Oh, they'll get it out of there now. Oh, great. Now we're going to the box again. Bennett should be going to the box. We got a big old fight going on. Bennett involved. Oh, there's like 5 different fights going on right now. There's going to be majors here. Nurse and Gaushevich got throwing punches. Bennett had punches thrown. Bennett's throwing punches right now. Bennett should be going to the box for 5 minutes or for a 10-minute major game misconduct. Nurse and the other one are going to get misconducts. Yeah, Gashkovich going to get misconduct. Nurse going to get misconduct. Frederick might get a misconduct. Bennett should get a misconduct, or at least a 5-minute major. But he was throwing punches even when Frederick was down. Nurse and Gashkovich are both should be out of this game, getting 10-minute game misconducts after that. This is going to be a whole mess to figure out for the referees. They're still going. They're still going. This is a long fight. Smith and Brown shoving at each other, grabbing each other. Yeah, wow. Gazkovich, Nurse, fighting it out. It wouldn't surprise me if they get a game misconduct, though, or Bennett gets a game misconduct. Somebody's getting a game misconduct here. Because that fight was going on while Bennett was pummeling Frederick. Wow, they're going to break it up before they go down to the ice. Separate on their own. Wow. It is hockey, that is true, but that was a crazy one. That's gonna take a while to figure out who and where is going to the box. I don't even know how the penalties are gonna set up. It might end up being offsetting penalties. It might be a 3-on-3. It very much could be 3-on-3 because Bennett. So Frederick was going to the box initially. Then Bennett starts throwing and hammering punches when Frederick's down. Then you got Nurse and Gashkovich get into it. So they're both going to the box guaranteed for a 5-minute major. But Bennett could get a game misconduct. Or it could just be a 5-minute major. Gashkovich is going to get a 2-minute. So it might net out to a 3-on-3, favoring a 3-minute Edmonton power play. That's if I were to hazard a guess, if I were to place a bet, that's what I'm betting on. I'm betting on a 3-on-3 favoring, gonna favor ultimately a 3-minute Edmonton power play. Don't see that very often between the East and West teams, but it's playoffs. Exactly. It is playoff hockey. It doesn't get much better than this. But my thought is it's probably going to be 3 majors, 2 against Florida, 1 against Edmonton for the fighting. 2 for the fighting, and probably it might actually be 3 for fighting. Because Bennett was having a one-sided fight. They might just even things out 5-on-5, 5-on-4 for one team. Well, we'll see. We will see, because Frederick's going to the box for sure. 2-minute minor cross-checking. Oh no, that might be a major, because Bennett then proceeded to grab. So it could be a major. So it could be 2 majors apiece. Or it could be 5 men going to the box on both sides. Because everybody found a partner. Grab your partner round and round, punch him in the face at that. Punch him in the face, you clown. I don't know. It looks like there's 3 Panthers in there. I'm going to do 1 3-on-3. If it's even penalty, normal do 5-on-5. Yeah. Looks like, it's going to be. They're sending game misconduct, it looks like. 3 years done for a game misconduct. There's a lot of game misconducts being handed out. Normally don't do 3-on-3. Yeah, I mean, it might be a 5-on-5, but you're going to have 2 penalties on both sides. It looked like 3 penalties for Florida, 2 for Edmonton was what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Nurse is gone. Frederick's gone for Edmonton. Bennett's gone, I'm pretty sure. So what were the actual game misconducts there? 3 Oilers go to the locker room? I did not see the 3rd. So it looked like 3 penalties apiece then. Oh, Ekholm. Ekholm's the 3rd. There it is. Ekholm's gone as the 3rd. Frederick's from St. Louis. That's cool. That's cool. But Bennett was gone. Who else was gone? Probably Gatzkovich. You're talking Frederick from St. Louis? Yeah. So now Florida's going to get a power play. Yeah, it looks like Florida's going to get a power play after all that. So I did not catch the 3rd Panther to get sent out. It looked like it was 3-3. Oh my gosh. I found out I have a black bar at the bottom of this stream. Let me see here. There we go. Yeah, Edmonton got the extra show. Got the extra somehow? Yeah, I don't know. I think what happened was you had to have someone go in lieu for the cross-checking. Which I don't know why you can't do the cross-checking and the 10-minute major. But I guess you can't lump them together. So because the initial call was going to end up being a power play for Florida on the cross-check by Frederick, that's where it comes in. And a shot. Edmonton trying to get it out. A broken stick. Surprisingly, no cross-check there. Oh, I guess you can't really cross-check if you don't have a stick, I guess. So Florida trying to bring the puck up. There's Marchand. He gets sent down. Not a trip, though. And let's see. Wow. This is ridiculous. Yeah, Forsling and Wallman have been going at it all night. Someone here has to be in bow to serve, or be in bow to server, or yeah, someone has to be in the box to serve the penalties, even if it's a game misconduct. Yeah, for a game misconduct, yeah, somebody has to be in the box. That's what it is. The power play is over. So let's see, a chance, but Edmonton can't get it in there. Bobrovsky overextending and gets away with it. Puck goes out of play. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Oilers, Panthers. You mean Panthers, the Panthers show. You mean the Panthers show. Wow. Eddie Olszak, 12th person to appear on 1,000 English national telecasts between the U.S. and Canada. Wow. Wow. So here we are. That's a lot. I know. Yeah, it's crazy. Now, let's see. Florida trying to get that puck out of the defensive zone. And of course they will. Why would I ever doubt it? No, no, it does get out of the zone. But the Oilers have possession, trying to figure out how they can somehow get a goal to get some momentum going for next game. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Da, 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 da. Puck goes back in behind the net, over the near side. Edmonton, that's going to be Bouchard, sends it over, and it gets taken back by Florida. So here we go. Puck on the near side, on the boards, trying to see if they can get that puck in to get a goal, but Florida has possession. Back in behind the net now, moving to the near side. And Verhaeghe with the puck takes a shot for it. Oh, great. There's a penalty. They get silver stick for 1,000 games. He should get something. That would be pretty cool. Evander Kane going to the locker room. What? Oh, yeah, major penalties under review. Hits Verhaeghe when he's down with the stick. So let's see. They're reviewing it. That's not a major. That's not a major. Yeah, it was a quick little tap, but that's a minor penalty. No blood. Minor for a slash, 10-minute misconduct. Kane's done for the night. Hit the shoulder, but Kane's done for the night. Can't be a high stick. No, it's a slash. So Corey Perry serving it in lieu of Evander Kane. Ay, caramba. This is brutal. This is brutal. Is this going to be number 6? Is Florida going to get number 6? Trying to figure out, passing it around. Florida still maintaining possession. And let's see. Florida takes a shot. Doesn't get in, thankfully. Don't make this any worse than it is. A pass to the near side, and it is a pass that's not really connected. This is brutal. Talk on the back of the zone. Minute 20 left of the power play. Shot! Not going to get home. Chance going to send it out is the Oilers. And behind the play, oh my gosh, Wallman getting involved, a whole nother fight breaking out. More misconduct's gonna get sent. Wallman's done. Kachuk might be done. I don't know. He didn't really get too involved. But Wallman should be done, I would think, after that. Reinhardt might be done. Anthony to be smart. Oilers losing big. Want Florida to get rat players in trouble? I suppose, yeah. Ekblad might get in there. So Wallman and Ekblad are probably both going to be done for the night. I would assume the way it's wrapping up right now. Yeah, Wallman probably gonna get it. It might be Wallman and number 36 both getting a misconduct. So they both kind of double teamed. They both kind of really double teamed there. Trying to work it out here. Wallman's helmet's coming off as he's going towards the bench. He was going to the thin bin. He gets turned around. He's done. Yep, Wallman's done for the night. Edmonton's bench is wearing thin. Ugh. Guys are ridiculous. Edmonton choosing to play the same way they did earlier by instigating? Ugh. This is ridiculous. I mean, Edmonton is literally playing, and they're playing the same exact way. So here we go. Moving up. It is a 5-on-3 for Florida. Don't go and stand by. How empty it is. I know. See, trying to get the puck around. If Florida scores another goal, Edmonton's going to erupt. If Florida scores on the 2-man advantage, Edmonton's going to erupt, and half their bench is going to be gone. Shot is blocked. Stays in the offensive end, though. Passing it around. Edmonton is going to clear it. Crazy how empty those benches are, though. Especially Edmonton. They have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 7 players on the bench. Edmonton only has 7 players on the bench. They have 2 in the box. They have 3 on the ice. They have 10... or they have 12 players, and there's another penalty. Yep. Kapanen's done. Kapanen's done. He went and just did a little pity. Boom. Can't do that. He's out. What are you doing, Edmonton? Play with your head. It's there for a reason. Yep, Kapanen's done. Make that 11 players left. 11 for the Oilers. For the last 4 minutes of this game, they only have 11 players left. Let's see how I'm doing on my NHL bingo at least. I can't believe, if I counted right, Edmonton only has 11 players left after what just happened. Seven. Yeah, 7. It looks like they maybe have like 12. Well, I have 2 more lines. At least. But yeah, again, maybe 12 players left after that eject or after that misconduct. And if you don't play McDavid and Draisaitl, you realistically only have 10? Hey. Playing country roads now as Florida has the puck. Florida's been on the power play for 16 minutes tonight. It's ridiculous. Yep, 36 seconds on the 2-minute advantage, and there's a goal. There's the goal. Still on a power play, though. Update it down there. Come on. Come on, update it. Wow. I'm surprised the fight didn't break out after that one. Yeah, Draisaitl just on the bench. They're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 4 is 11. Plus 1 in the box is 12. There is 12 Oilers skaters left. Plus the 2 goalies. But I don't think you're going to see Stuart Skinner hopping on the ice to play center anytime soon. This is ridiculous. 16 minutes on the power play tonight. I don't even know how you recover from this. I honestly don't even know how you recover from this. You let your tempers flare way too high. You couldn't do a damn thing when you needed to. And we gotta stop, as now Kulak and Loserainen are trying to get into it. Here comes Klingsberg in the middle of it again. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. You figure if they dress 20 skaters, right? You dress what, 4 lines? So mine are on Loserainen, I think. Yep, mine are on Loserainen. I don't even know how you recover from this though. And I think I'm making a short. The script stopped. No, the script is still running. I don't know why it's not updating. I don't know why it's not updating. Do I care at this point? No, I mean, it's over. Here we go, going the other way. Draisaitl's out there. Backhand shot, not going to get home for Florida. It just updated, so it should have updated on here, but it didn't. For whatever reason, it's not updating. But I'm not going to worry about it tonight. I honestly don't even care at this point. There's 20 seconds left to 4-on-4. Let's see. Here comes the Oilers, trying to move up ice. And let's see. Out back in behind the net. Edmonton now back on the power play for the first time in way too long. And Florida going to dump it in. 85 minutes of penalties. Wow. This is ridiculous. This is honestly ridiculous. I'm going to terminate that script because it's not really updating anymore. I'm going to terminate Dougbot. Don't need to run Dougbot again. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Go Sean. Not going to get home. But Edmonton maintaining possession, and it goes skittering away. Minute 20 left in regulation in the game. Rip Dougbot. Yeah, right now I don't need to spend money on Dougbot. Oilers players resting in the locker room. Half the bench is resting in the locker room. You have 12 players left. 12 skaters left. That's it. When series tied 1-1 in the Stanley Cup Final, the winner of Game 3 has an all-time series record of 23-7. This was a critical game, and Edmonton blew it. Back in behind the net, they're just letting it go. Honestly, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Ay, ay, ay. 20 seconds to go. Back behind the net. Nico Mikkola gonna dump it out. Here we go. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Corey Perry gets into it with Mikkola. We're gonna let the time go. Final. Fights are breaking out at the end of this game. Rats are on the ice. And there it is, number 92 getting into it with Corey Perry. Now he's getting Rodriguez into it. You just got Bobrovsky just standing in the corner menacingly. You just got Bobrovsky just like standing there. He's just like off in the corner, just like everyone's fighting him. Bobrovsky's just like, bro, what? The official's trying to break it out. Yeah, you just look, Bobrovsky's just standing there like. But yeah, that's the game. Final score, 6-1. Absolutely embarrassing. The Oilers. I don't even know how you rebound from this. It was that bad. I think I'm going to make it short. Then I'm going to get ready to head up. Reminds me of the Battle of Alberta. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, I think I'm about ready to call it a night here. It's been a long night. I want to get working on that video that I want to try to get out in a couple days for the fantasy football with ChatGPT. So if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to smash, like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. We are trying to hit 100 subs before the start of the NFL season. That'll be pretty cool, pretty cool. When the goalie skated center ice and waited. Nice. Nice. But yeah, I think I am going to call it a night. And I guess with that, let's see. No, I think I've seen video. I don't know if I actually did not see it. But I think I've like seen little bits and pieces here and there. But I'll look it up in between streams, John, for sure. For sure. But yeah. I think it's about time to call it a night, though. It's a long night. Game over. And I guess, you know, I'm going to get going. But if you guys did enjoy,